How is it going, YouTube? Scott the Master Nerd here, bringing you some Battlefield 3 quick tips. Now these tips are not actually tips to make you better at the game, more skilled or anything like that. These are some tips about some things you might not know about the game, little things you can do to help you get the full experience. So it might not be what you're used to. Most of you probably know all about this already, but in case you don't, I just want to make sure it's out there. And this little intro part here is just some clips I got with shotgun today. This is like my first time really using a shotgun, so they're not amazing by any means, but I didn't want them to go to waste because I sort of had fun using them, and I thought, hey, I'll post them up. So here they are. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the server browser, which you can see right now. You can choose how many players it might have in it, what game type, what map, if you want normal, hardcore, infantry, if you want it ranked, not ranked, what servers you want to pick, and this comes up with a list of all the servers. Infantry only is pretty cool, so that's something you can look into. It's not very populated right now, so you're going to have to tell people, get into it. One thing you want to make sure you do, you see if you scroll for a while, you see I've only been on it for a second. I clicked one that told me 17 or whatever out of 24, it was full. So you have to use the refresh quite often. Hit the refresh and pick one really quick, or it's going to be full. So this is a good way to find something exactly like you want, or if you're having trouble getting with your whole team. Also, a cool thing you can try doing with it, as long as you have 8 or more people, you can find one of the matches that has 0 people, like I'm doing right here, and you can join in on that. Here I don't have enough people, but if you come in with 8 or more people, you can sort of have a private match before a private match start. Unfortunately, once you get 8, 9, 10 people in the match, then it's going to start to fill the game a little better. Not always, but you can usually get a few minutes in, so I don't know if there's jets on it or something. You and your friends can grab the jets really quick and get up there and test fly those if that's what you're trying to do or anything like that. It's just a good way to try to get in the game a little bit by yourself ahead of time. So check out the server browser, try infantry only, try to get more people involved in it. I think it could be fun if more people are using it. Also, if you're looking to try to get into a match, not just try to make your own little private match, try clicking 5 or more on the how many players, and you'll find a lot of the smaller ones that only have like 7 out of 24, and I promise once you hop in, it'll fill really quickly. Next little thing here is just, the game has a tendency to not put you and your friends in the same squad. Well, so hopefully, sometimes for us it even puts us on the wrong team. But if you just put you on the same team and you're on the wrong squad, it's really easy. Just hit start, go to squads and teams. You can find one of the empty squads. You have to first leave your squad and then pick a new squad, and all you and your friends can get on the same squad like that or mix up like that. So it's really easy to do. It's not a big deal. But just so if you ever had trouble with that, getting into games and you're not on the same squad, it is an easy fix and you can do that. I also wanted to share from that same screen on the bottom, you can change your squad privacy to either private or public, meaning if you only have 2 or 3 people, can more people join in on your squad, or does it have to be invite only? And also right below that, you can change chat. So if you're in game chat, you can change it to just talking with your squad or talking with the whole team. If you select the whole team, you'll be able to hear the whole team, but they won't hear you unless they also have selected to hear the whole team. So if you have more people in the game, you can try doing that and get all your friends in there, more than you could in an 8-person party chat. The next fun fact is that if you commit suicide within the countdown timer before the match starts, it's not going to count as a death for you. I have a tendency to sort of get anxious and be pressing AAA when the game starts. Sometimes I select a class or a spec that I didn't actually want. So you can suicide out right in the beginning, change your class, come back in, and you don't have a death. So it's not going to count against you. Just because I got this clip today, I want to add this in there, which is a tip to maybe play better. A lot of people have a tendency to spawn in on their squad mates right away when they get the option. As you can see right now, I can deploy, but if you look at my team, they are in the thick of it right now. I really don't want to spawn in and just be another body to get killed. So sometimes be smart, take a second to wait, and you see right here, I get a spawn right out of the action. I'm still right up in there. I just waited an extra second and probably saved myself a death. So don't be over anxious, take your time, be patient, and it'll work out better for you in the long run. Okay, and now let's talk about these mobile spawn points. Some of you probably experienced this, or all of you probably experienced this but didn't know. If you put it outside, uncovered, when your teammates come to spawn in, they will parachute in. As you can see, that's my teammate right there who just tried to spawn on my mobile spawn. He's having to parachute in. If you don't want to have to make them parachute in, you have to put it under a covered area. Okay, now also we can talk about which way do you face it to make your team face the right way? Because you see a lot of people have a mobile spawn, and you spawn in, you're facing a corner, you're facing the wrong way. And really, you just want to, when you place it down, face the direction you want them to face when they spawn in, or you want to face when you spawn in on your mobile spawn. So here you'll see which way I face, and then you'll see my same teammate spawn in, and you'll see which way he faces. So it's pretty simple, but just face the way you want it to face. In the beta, I think it was different, but here, you face and drop it, that's the way they'll spawn in. This next thing I'm bringing up will hopefully be patched at some point in time. But as of right now, how it's worked with me, though some people have disagreed with me, and you can let me know what you experience. For your game and stats and unlocks to save, you have to not only wait for the game to completely end, and all your stats pop up like I showed you here, but you have to wait for it to start the very next game. And you'll see on this clip in just a second, it'll say saving in the top right. After it says that completely, and I usually wait all the way until the next match starts, press start and quit out that way. Otherwise it won't save your stats. I had to rank up to level 11 earlier 3 times because I kept just dashboarding after the match completely finished, because I was not dashboarding but turning off my Xbox, so done. So make sure you let it go all the way to the end to save. And that was all I had for you today. Let me know if you have any ideas, opinions, suggestions, whatever about any of this. Hopefully you guys will have a great day and you enjoyed. Take it easy.